My sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
Please.
Alright, well, congratulations. You just caught yourself a felony.
No, I was trying to get it out and there was that. I was pulling it out.
Stop.
Our first footage starts with a routine traffic stop, the type that occurs countless times daily. However, this seemingly mundane encounter swiftly spirals into a gripping narrative of revelations, tension, and unexpected twists. As the video commences, we're introduced to the characters, the officers and the woman they've pulled over. It's evident from the outset that something is amiss. The atmosphere is tense, thick with an undercurrent of uncertainty. The officers, driven by their duty to uphold the law, begin by conversing with the woman, who is later identified as Miss Clark. From the onset, it's clear that Miss Clark might not be entirely forthcoming. The officers' scrutiny is unwavering, and they manage to catch subtle cues that hint at the situation's complexity. In the dim glow of streetlights, the officers inquire about potential drug use. Miss Clark's responses fluctuate between evasion and vulnerability. The scent of marijuana hangs heavy in the air, serving as a harbinger of what's to come. The tension escalates, underscored by the officer's persistence and Miss Clark's palpable unease.
Hi, Miss Clark.
I'm in the insurance program.
Okay. Well, can I have you step out real quick, Miss Clark?
Oh, yeah, in a second.
You're good.
I'm on the
You're good.
phone.
You're good.
Yeah, in a
You can put that over there. Can you step out for me for a second?
Yeah, this is the rental person.
Okay.
So we're talking about
I need you to step out of the car for me, okay?
Alright. Then I can get on a car because it said that I pulled in to get a vape. And I was sitting here trying to add it or something. And then I'll be making it down.
Alright, go ahead and step out. Ma'am,
I'm going to jail.
step out, okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Alright, step
I
out.
was only trying to put a GPS. This is the owner of the
Okay,
rental.
Miss Clark, give me a second, okay? Get off the phone for me, alright? Alright, go ahead and put that right there. Let me ask you this. Where are you coming from tonight? You can go ahead and put this right here. I got you.
I was coming from home, and I'm just
Where's
straight
home
up. I have a little bit of weed, and I have a weed pipe on me, and I'll give it to you right now. That's all I know.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Come here. Come right here.
I don't want
Come right here. Come right here.
because
Miss
I
Clark.
just got on non
Ma'am, come step right over here, okay? Let me ask you this. Okay?
Yes.
When's the last time? Stop.
Okay.
Give me a second, okay? When's the last time you took any type of drugs? Stop. You're lying to me now. Just be
No,
honest
I'm
with me.
not. Honestly.
When's the last time?
Like 4 nights ago, I got Narcan.
4 nights ago, you got Narcan?
By my roommate, he wants Tango.
In the interrogation, a moment of transparency emerges. Miss Clark admits to recent drug use, Delta 8 and something else. Her erratic behavior becomes increasingly apparent, further igniting the officer's suspicion. It's here that the situation takes a decisive turn. Miss Clark is asked to step out of the vehicle, and her physical state paints a vivid picture of her possible impairment. As the officers attempt to administer field sobriety tests, the scene morphs into a microcosm of emotions. Miss Clark's demeanor oscillates between agitation, confusion, and even laughter. The officer's professional poise contrasts with her anxiety, forming a dichotomy that underscores the gravity of the situation. The field sobriety evaluations become a metaphorical tightrope for Miss Clark, each attempt unraveling a bit more of her perceived control. The officer's precision in administering the tests speaks to their training and experience. Yet Miss Clark's internal struggle remains palpable. Despite the officer's persistence and Miss Clark's wavering, the truth remains elusive. The camera captures raw moments of vulnerability. Miss Clark's attempts to make sense of the situation, her struggle to answer questions accurately, and her repeated assertion of innocence.
Why do you feel like? Why do you keep feeling like? Give me a second. Why do you keep saying that you're gonna go to jail?
I'm felony probation.
What does that have to do with you going to jail?
That's
Why do you
a
still say?
violation. That's why I'm terrified.
What's a violation?
Any law enforcement.
Okay. Go ahead and step right over here for me real quick. Next violation is going to be the one leg stand, okay? What I want you to do is go ahead and put your feet together just like this and your arms down by your side, okay? This is a violation.
Miss Clark's plea to make phone calls pierces through the tense air like a solitary note in a symphony of uncertainty. It's a reminder that beyond the legal formalities in the officer's authoritative presence, there beats a human heart fraught with trepidation and emotional turmoil. The camera captures a raw vulnerability etched across Miss Clark's face, a face that has likely seen better days, a face that now grapples with the realization that her actions have led her to this precipice. The sounds of her voice, cracked and uncertain, becomes a chorus of emotions that reverberates through the encounter.
All right, Miss Clark, do me a favor, go and turn around for me.
I thought I wasn't
Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. Give me a second. Stop.
I'm not, but can I get my things out of my car? Why am I going to jail, sir?
At this time, I do believe that you're impaired to operate your motor
I'm
vehicle
honestly
tonight, okay?
not, though.
Stop.
Can I get my stuff?
As the officers navigate the intricacies of their duty, they find themselves towing the line between maintaining professionalism and responding to Miss Clark's plea with a dose of compassion. This intersection between protocol and empathy encapsulates the complexity of their roles. They are tasked with not only upholding the law, but also with respecting human dignity of those they interact with. As the video progresses, tensions escalate further. A potentially incriminating item is discovered, and Miss Clark's veneer of bravado crumbles. The officers' methods shift, taking on a more direct tone as they navigate the fine line between maintaining order and seeking truth.
Get
out, stop.
Please.
All right, well, congratulations. You just caught yourself a felony.
No, I was trying to get it out, and there was that. I was pulling it out.
Stop.
It wasn't even
Come on.
mine.
Congratulations.
No.
You really violated
I
now.
sat there and asked you and
Stop.
told him what I was doing.
Come on. All you had to do was just be honest.
And I was freaking out, I was scared, and I was honest until we pulled up, and I told you I had it, I gave it to you.
This incident is a reminder that each encounter between law enforcement and civilians holds a myriad of stories, emotions, and outcomes. But that's just the beginning. Let's move forward. It was just an ordinary workday, but the cops had no idea what kind of near-death horror awaits them ahead. Our second footage begins with a red car chase passing traffic on the shoulder, but the driver doesn't even think about stopping. After a while, the car stops and the officer confronts the male who was driving with a mix of sternness and curiosity. This dialogue offers us a window into the escalating chaos of the situation. As the spotlight shines on this dramatic scene, a series of revelations unfold, each more astonishing than the last.
Trooper Robert State Police, I stopped you for passing on the shoulder, my man. You got your driver's license? Hey, before I go back here, nothing illegal on you? No. Let me check and make sure you got nothing illegal on you. All right, I'll be back with you just a second. All right, Mr. Winford, before I go in your car or anything else, I'm gonna tell you your rights, okay? You're not under arrest right now, but you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have rights to an attorney. If you cannot afford one may be appointed you by the courts. If you decide to answer questions, you can stop answering questions at any time until you talk to an attorney or have an attorney present with you for further questioning. Do you understand those rights? The reason I'm going to go in your car is because I can smell the odor of marijuana, not only on you, but also in the car when I went back up there. That could be because it's on you. Yeah, it's loud, and I can smell it. It's very strong, okay? Is there anything illegal in the car that I need to know about? No, sir. Nothing at all.
It's clear that something is amiss. The strong scent of marijuana hangs in the air, and it doesn't take long for Trooper Roberts to zero in on it. The male companion, perhaps under the influence himself, responds with a mix of anxiety and candidness. He admits to smoking marijuana before getting into the car, which sets off a series of questions. Trooper Roberts delves deeper, probing for answers while maintaining control of the situation. It's evident that the male companion's account is unraveling, and the officer Roberts is well aware that there's more to the story. Suddenly, a woman named Jenna gets out of the car who also doesn't look sober, and as it turns out, high on crack cocaine.
You would be surprised at the people that I ask about fentanyl, and they go, yeah, I got a little bit. You do heroin?
So,
Do meth?
sir, I do cocaine occasionally.
Cocaine?
Occasionally.
Occasionally? Is that what your spoon's for?
Huh?
You snort it? Or you shoot it?
No, neither one. I smoke.
You smoke it?
When I do
Crack? Okay. Well, I was just wondering what the spoon was for, and I could see the powder residue on
it
it.
says that you'll see milk on that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
As the pursuit rages on, Jenna's daring escapade takes a shocking turn. She drives into a narrow alley, leaving the pursuing officers baffled and in awe of her audacity. But the story doesn't end there. It gets even more astonishing.
And my sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
As a result, Jenna crashes into a box truck, splitting her car in half. Yet miraculously, she survives with multiple minor injuries and burns from the car's exhaust. First responders work to stabilize the situation, but Jenna's determination to escape leaves everyone stunned.
She did. She wrecked the FRC Storm 1016.
As Trooper Roberts attempts to piece together the puzzle, the camera's lens pans to Jenna's female accomplice, who's trapped in the wreckage. She's injured and anxious, possibly Jenna's sister, and the wreckage around her is a reminder of the danger they've both found themselves in. Her expressions mirror the chaos and uncertainty of the situation, highlighting the human side of the story. With every passing second, the tension continues to mount. Trooper Roberts, balancing his duties as both law enforcement officer and a source of reassurance, navigates this complex web of events. The revelation of marijuana in the car catalyzes for the officers to search further, to uncover the truth behind the unfolding drama. The officers' efforts to maintain control while understanding the intricacies of the situation add depth to this already astonishing narrative. As the story progresses, we witness the efforts of the officers to control the scene and ensure the safety of everyone involved. The arrival of EMS team adds urgency to the situation, and despite the drama, the officers maintain their professionalism and determination to bring order to the chaos. Through these intense moments, the story paints a vivid picture of the high-stakes pursuit, the chaos of the accident, and the officers' commitment to protecting both the public and those involved. This isn't just a tale of an escape from the law. It's a snapshot of the high-pressure situations that law enforcement officers face every day.
Hey, watch your head. Oh, I'm sorry. Watch your head. I got it. Come on. Come on. Get forward. Give me your hand. Come on, you got it. All right.
Now lay down. Lay down right here.
Sit down right there on
Lay
the
down
road.
right here. There we go.